What is going on YouTube? Today what we'll be doing is not talking about all of the stuff that's going on in the game right now, honestly, because most of it doesn't require any kind of analysis. It's basically just stuff that you can go and read on your own. When we do have information about the new Brawly though, I will definitely be covering that, any possible banners that will be accompanying him. Instead, I'm going to be taking some suggestions out of the comments. A lot of you have been asking for some PvP footage to do something a little playful, kind of like the old comics that I used to do in some of the videos in the past. So what we're going to do is have a look at me playing when I've had a few drinks, actually, on the way back home a few days ago. We had some footage. I thought it was a great idea to hop into some ranked PvP, so it's not too high ranked, even though we are at the end of the week. I think the matches were around 9 to 10,000 RP, but nonetheless it's going to make for some nice review of how to team build and what you're looking to do in your matches, so stay tuned, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so today what we're looking at is this right here is our first matchup. So you can see that the team is kind of all over the place. There's that yellow Goku which he's going to bring into the matchup. There's just poor synergy on this team here. So if you're watching NTVJJ, make sure that you go back to my last video to see how to properly team build. With that being said, we're going to get right into it. So off the bat, obviously hitting extra cards there, the drinks kind of doing what they do, right? But the idea here is that we're going to look to eliminate the not super, but Majin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku as much as possible. So when you're looking at these matchups, make sure that you're always looking for ways to kind of force the switch. We got hit by some lag here. I believe it's server lag because we both seem to have taken a big dump on our clash there. But I do end up pulling out the win, so I get some damage out. Now this is where we're going to look to eliminate as much of his health as possible while not taking too much damage. Well, unfortunately, he does get me with the key cancel, and I believe he kills off my blue Goku here. Very unfortunate, not what I was looking to happen, but I'm sure I thought it was hilarious at the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter when you're a bit under the influence, right? Trying to guess what he will use. It's still early in the matchup. He got that extremely quickly. I was not expecting it, so I do guess it wrong. Bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. It was just the blue Goku. If it was going to be on anybody, I would have liked it to be him, and that's what we got. So we still have our Goku Black and our Majin Vegeta. Now I catch him switching here. I don't think he was expecting me to be aggressive immediately like that. So we're gonna try and even out the score here. He does switch to his Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Now you can see that the cover change is completely useless. Don't use this unit, guys. It's so bad. You're dealing with all these red units. Unfortunately, he calls the Rising Rush. So we're kind of in a bad way here because now he's gonna heal. There it is. And essentially we're running on a 2v3, but I mean, if you've watched my videos in the past, this is nothing new to me. Sometimes I just troll my way down to a unit and a half and take out 3 units. Drunk or not, we shouldn't have much trouble. I do end up getting him off of this key cancel here. My phone's about to die. It's the end of the night, don't forget. But I ended up basically getting overpowered on here, so maybe he does watch my videos, right? No, I'm sure that's just luck, but we're gonna look to win this clash again. We do win it. Now we're looking at the comp here. We're gonna try and force him to switch, right? So can't really kill him, but here we can bait this out. Now this is where we're going to look to do a lot of damage quickly and essentially end the match by eliminating the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Majin Vegeta. So he switches into the Goku. Now I know I can force him to switch if I just play aggressive, because he's out of key. He's blowing all of his cards. So here comes the Majin Vegeta. Unfortunately, drunken plays doesn't allow me to vanish, but he ended up being low on key still. I haven't really given him a chance to charge, and we get to eliminate him off of that vanish finally while he's just kind of out of everything. Now, I don't think he's going to keep his Super Saiyan 2 Goku in here. He knows that it's instant death, so he does switch. I end up catching him off of the double vanish, and we can just delete this guy. Here comes Majin Vegeta, right? And now he's left with Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Now here I can kind of just troll and think that I'm hilarious by trying to self-destruct. He did get a second Rising Rush, but unfortunate, kind of ruined my fun there. But I don't call it right either. Just all kinds of unlucky here. But I mean, he can't do anything. It's Super Saiyan 2 Goku against real units. He has no chance at all of beating my Goku Black here. So we're just gonna kind of try and bait him. He doesn't take it. He does hit me. He's gonna do maybe half the health I have left with a full combo. He's really just not a good unit. It's unfortunate. But I will hit him once here, I believe, and he'll just drop dead. Or actually, maybe twice here. Yeah. Hit him with key cancel, hit him with another key blast card, and we're done. So there it is. So, you know, guys, when you're looking at people coming in with 9,000, 10,000 RP, I see a lot of these posts where people are like, "Oh my God, I gotta fight this guy." Don't be stressed about it. I mean, you can be drunk and beat these guys. I would say if you're fighting someone with 12, 13,000, I believe the rank 1 has over 13,000 RP right now. Those are the people that will really be on point with what they do unless they're disconnectors. But the 9,000 people, I mean, I don't see a difference between the 7,000 RP, 8,000 RP, and 9,000 RP. Honestly, the quality doesn't get much better. It's really when you get to the top that you start to see it. Now this matchup is a bit more fast-paced, as you can see, putting out a lot of damage very quickly here. We're barely 20 timer ticks into it, and both of us with very low first units. I'm gonna have to switch out here. Don't want to lose Majin Vegeta quite yet. I can use this Goku to tank out. So he does win the one-on-one. Very normal. He's a blue unit, and I was using a red unit. So you kind of take what you can here. He actually interrupts me out of that. I was very upset when that happened, not going to lie. He keeps getting me out of those vanishes, so I'm going to have to kind of switch up my strategy here if I want to make something happen, because I'm almost 2 units down. I switch back to Majin Vegeta just so that I can tank this without losing a unit, and we're going to try and get some damage down here. Now I do end up getting the key cancel. He kind of used too much ki there, and he switches back thinking he can do what I just did, but Majin Vegeta just too strong even against the color disadvantage. I still lose him here, but at least I took someone with me, right? And this is what I meant about using Majin Vegeta sparingly. He does do a good job, but you have to be careful, right? Now I know that I'm at disadvantage, so I immediately Rising Rush after failing that first dash. So at least I had the conscience, drinks or not, to not let Goku Black take a beating with the Majin Vegeta buff, debuff rather, up. And I do end up, I believe, deleting him here. Yeah, he does drop dead. So we now have 2 units down, and we are 2-1. So you can see how quickly the table turns in this situation. Unfortunately, it's not letting me dashing here. I don't even think that was me that failed there. It's just the game didn't let me. And I do end up tanking the Rising Rush, but an easy guesswork here. He hasn't been using his green cards. Very obvious green card here. And we're going to be able to lay down as much damage as possible. You can see that I'm using every last bit of ki that I can. And we're going to get him very close to dead here. Goku Black doing absolute work with his main ability up. Now going into the Goku here. We're going to hit him with a bit of trolling. He has nothing left. There was no way he was doing anything. And there you go. So that being said, guys, the point of this video, I mean, it's not really I don't like doing these videos where I just kind of show myself playing without intent of teaching, because I think that's just kind of showing off or something like that. I know that there are a lot of lower ranked players that watch this channel. The point though was to kind of settle your nerves, I guess, because a lot of the posts that I see on the forums and on the Facebook groups and all that good stuff, people are like, "Oh my God, why does this game matchmake me against these people with 9,000, 10,000 RP?" I mean, the 9,000, 10,000 RP guys, yeah, it's more that they have time. It's not even that they're that great at the game, right? It's just that they have a lot of time and they just grinded it out. Getting to number 1, even top 50, right? Like I play every day on my way and back from work, and then again at night before going to bed, right? And that's how I make top 50. But I mean, if you're stressing out about the fact that they have 9 or 10,000 RP. I mean, you're psyching yourself out when really they're probably just as skilled as the people that you're fighting in the 7,000s or 8,000s or whatever. It's just that they've played more, right? Especially depending at which point in the season you're playing. You know, some people just don't have a lot of time. Like me in the first week, I'm not even ranked 50. In the first week, I'm just slowly playing, looking for footage. A lot of my grind comes in the second week, or at least over the weekends, is when I play mostly, because you guys know that I have a full-time job and that I YouTube at night. So it doesn't give me a whole lot of time during the week to play. So just make sure that you guys stay focused. Don't stress out over seeing people's RP. You know, there was nothing kind of over the top about any of these two matches where, you know, reflexes kind of come into play. No, I was just kind of sticking to the game plan, making sure that my goals are on point and executing on it, right? Make sure that you're using the abilities that you need to and the characters that you need to at the appropriate times to delete the units where you can, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku is very scary, but he's also very fragile, so you can easily one-shot him with either Majin Vegeta, Gogeta, Goku Black, especially Goku Black. So just try and keep that in mind when you're going into these matchups. But that being said, guys, 2 questions for today. For the giveaway, information is on your screen. I would just like to know where you guys are at towards the end of this weekend, right? Are you guys starting to improve? Are you seeing improvements in your rankings? Are you stagnating somewhere? Because I know a lot of people get stuck at rank 47, rank 48, something like that, before they can actually get into the 50s and start climbing the ladder. Have you guys improved at all? And the second question will go hand in hand with the first one. Do you think that this channel has been useful to you since day one? I mean, especially for the people that have been here since the first video where I did the original 1.5 units, killing off the full health, almost 3 enemy units without being touched. If you guys have been there since that video, kudos to you guys. We're going into almost 2 months now, but you know, has this channel been helpful to you, and the things that I teach helped you climb? So let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of taking feedback for end of year here, so a lot of these questions are going to have to do with the channel, if you'll notice the pattern here, up until January. So kind of looking to improve the channel. So let me know down in the comments. Make sure that you're subscribed, that you're liking the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.